Hi everyone, welcome to WGK Glass Art. Thank you for joining us here in the gallery and the studio. Again, as you do every Sunday, we really appreciate you guys watching us and giving your comments and your compliments. We really appreciate having you. Today, we are going to be making something pertaining to nature. As you know, most of our creations are thoughts from nature, but today Sandra's going to be doing a one-of-a-kind piece that she hasn't done before. So you'll get to watch her do this firsthand for the first time, and we'll probably go ahead and start. I think she's about ready. But first, let me show you the colors that she has laid out for you. Look how vibrant that orange, green, and red. I think the contrast is going to be beautiful. I'm curious as to what she's going to be making. So without any further ado, I'll turn you guys over to Sandra.
So am I. I'm curious too. So I started a bit early because I wanted to skip a bit of the boring part of me just getting all that gloss together that I need for the piece, at least for the main structure of the piece. So what I'm doing is a kind of hanging flower arrangement. For the first part, I just have to prepare all the green inside, more or less. So the structure in general. So I have, for this piece, I have a general idea what I want to do. And it's going to have a bit of flowery ornaments at the bottom, and higher up it's going to have a smaller flower. And I hope that I can also fit on a butterfly and a bee. So we will see how this is going to work out. And as I said, first thing that I need is a lot of green for the main structure. And I think this should be enough. So now I have to reheat the whole amount again, and then we can start pulling and starting on a first kind of shape. So this is really the first part that you're going to see is really just about making some general ideas of the piece, of the general shape of the piece. And then in the second part, you're going to see me fixing on some flowery ornaments, and then we do the bee and the butterfly. So, and I think we are almost ready. See, this is what I wanted to skip for you, because it requires quite a lot of green. Otherwise you just get it too thin and then it's gonna fall apart. So now I want this first piece to be a long bend, more or less.
Hi Tess, hi Kelsey. Thank you guys for joining us today.
So this is the first idea here. So let's see how this works out. I'm really curious. Because as I said, I have a general idea what I want to do, and usually it looks completely different in the end. Not completely different. It still is that idea, but it looks different than what I had in my head.
But it always turns out beautiful.
Yeah, but that's the challenge. That's the challenge really of these flowery pieces. to really forget about your general first idea and then just go on
go with the glass.
Go with the glass and just put it as you think it looks much better. So.
Yeah, and I guess your ideas are constantly changing as you're working also.
Yeah, that's what happens here. So this is the first part, and we have to have some attachments in there because, you know, I want to have some flowers sitting in this general area.
Okay.
So we have to add something where we can add some flowers. Do you think I should have a hook at the bottom as well?
A hook at the bottom to hang something else? Like
yeah.
Maybe if someone wanted to hang a butterfly? Yeah, sure.
We can also.
I'm sorry, a hummingbird?
Oh, whichever. But I'm not gonna fix it so it's in the center position. Maybe it's a bit on the outside. So I'm gonna put the hook here. Could put that on. There you are. More open. And so now I have to. It cools down. The whole piece cools down, so I have to be fast now and attach some just short tips, more or less, where we can later on put on some leaves, some flowers, whatever we want on there. But that always works best when everything is really nice and hot. So you get the least stress in piece. It doesn't look like much yet, but that's what it is.
Hi, Erin and Wesley and Karen. For those of you who are just joining us, Sandra is making a one-of-a-kind piece, something that she hasn't made before.
No, can't. These always are one-of-a-kinds.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I should have some leaves on here as well. So this is really spontaneous what I'm doing here. There is no plan for that. It's not that I know there has to be an attachment or there has to be, I'm just attaching just out of what I'm feeling right now. Just what I'm thinking, oh, there needs to be an attachment or something. Maybe also something to the downwards. Yeah. Okay, so then I want to leave a little bit without anything. Maybe later on I will decide on some leaves, I don't know yet. But we can always decide. And as I said, I want the main flowers, I like to sit down here in this area. And then I also want to have a smaller flower somewhere up here. I don't know where yet, but that's going to be decided when I see how big this is going to be. And also up here, the whole area still needs to be formed. So I was thinking of putting that backwards, but also it's quite possible that I can bend it the other way. I don't know yet. So this is the big question still. Let's wait and see. So now let's have a look. Where are we putting our first flower? I think we should start with something big. And then maybe I should put the first flower in here on this one. See, this is the one that you look at it, and then you imagine there is a flower. It has a certain size, maybe this size. So you look, does it fit in front? Does it underneath? So where does it fit? So I'm thinking that one might be a good place for the first flower. So let's do a flower. And I just thought, Kim was walking in around here and I was talking to myself. That was crazy. Kim said, "Are you talking to me?" Because I just decided how I wanted to do the flowers. I was thinking, well, if I just do the dark red and the light red, so that would be these two colors, then it might be a little dark. The whole flower might come out a bit dark. And then I thought I should have some orange in there too. And I thought, why not do them in three colored? So we have three colored links, the leaves, and all these three colors. So that will be cool.
I think so.
That'll be cool. So I'm thinking maybe the orange in the middle, and then darker towards the outside.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Right. Looks good.
From light to dark.
But I still have a bit of an orange here, so I can use. So we put orange on, and then we put some red on, and then we still need a darker red on standby. So, flower. I think I'm gonna do just green in the center. Not too complex, because I want the leaves really, how do you say that? The leaves on a flower? Blossoms? Petals? Oh yeah, that was the word. Okay, good. Yeah, I want the petals to really stand out. So there is no need for a big shape in any spectacular in the center. Yeah. So I'm gonna add a little bit of white in there. This is to hold it, really, because then I can work. You know, you always work the opposite from.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah. You start in the center and then. So I'm gonna turn that around. I hope it's not getting too big. That flower, but that's also.
Remember the sea dragon?
Oh yeah. But that is also something that you have to deal with, really, because it's a spontaneous idea. So whatever comes out of it, you have to fix it somehow. So it's quite possible that once I see the flower, I decide I put it on a different attachment on the main stem.
Yeah, you decide as you go along.
Yeah, always do.
Hi, Keith. Sandra. Keith says hello.
Hey. So I want to do 4 leaves. Petals. Leaves are the green ones. This is why I never do really not do flowers so much. So
why?
The words.
Oh.
I'm still missing the words. That's what I want to say.
You're perfect.
Yeah. That's what you always say.
Because it's true.
Nah. I'm still learning. Okay, so this is really just to decide where. So I have 2 opposite ones, and then I can go, the other side. It's the easiest way to really have them spread out in the ideal positions. I'm looking forward to see these flowers really, because that's a spontaneous idea. And right now I'm just adding the orange, and then I want to fix the other two colors on the outside of that dot,
Okay.
the big dot that I'm putting on here. This is gonna be fun.
How big do you think it's going to be?
Hmm?
How big do you anticipate it being, or you still don't know?
Well, you see already that it has a.
It's going to be long,
It,
definitely.
it's gonna be. It's gonna have some size to it. I just need to hold myself back, because I used to do a lot of leaves on there.
Mm-hmm.
And on this place, I don't want too many leaves on it. So that's also a challenge for myself, to hold back on the leaves.
Well, once you get going, more ideas come in. So you
Yeah.
well, maybe I should do this, or maybe I should do that, and it just keeps going.
Like with the flower, like I did with the flower. It was really that I decided on the three colored petals. I decided like 5 minutes before we started. So that really was very spontaneous.
But sometimes those are the best creations.
We will see. Looks a bit weird.
For now, looks like a propeller.
Yeah, it does. So I want to heat up the center as a start, because that has cooled down the most, and it really needs to stay with me through the rest of the process. So, and then I can heat up one of the petals at a time, melt it together, that it really looks nice and round. Then I can squish it. Whoop. There it is. And I also don't want to pull it. I just leave it round. So there is one leaf. Petal. There it was again.
I know, but when you're in the habit of saying something, it's so hard to break it sometimes.
It is, yeah. You know that I'm sometimes looking for words in German.
Oh, really? Because you
Yeah,
don't
because
speak the language so often now.
It's crazy. I keep having to ask my mom, what was that word?
Oh my goodness, are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I guess like the saying goes, use it before you lose it.
Maybe, but you can't always use every word.
No. Unless you're a very talkative person.
I need a lot of words. So anyway, there is that's from the bottom. So I have the top on my side. So we are adding, so that was the petals. We're adding some leaves now below that.
Patrick would like to know, is there a limit to how large a piece you can make?
Yes, it is. It's just I found that, of course, there is a limitation on how the amount that you can heat up with the torch. That's one thing that limits you. And then there is also, I found that you can't do, at least with soft glass, you can't do too big wings, for example. They tend to just fall apart. You make them, and when you're done, you put them aside and they just fall apart. They just don't want to stay. No, I don't like that. Just, I don't know, seems to be some limitation to it, definitely.
Mm.
That's always the problem also with the big dragons. We want them to have really, really big wings, and I wish I could do them much bigger, but I can't because they just fall apart. At least with soft cloth they do.
So it depends on the type of glass.
Yeah. I think you can do them bigger when you work in the harder cloth types. I've seen bigger wings at least with other types of cloth.
Guys, we definitely welcome your questions. If you are curious about anything, please definitely put your questions here in the comments. And hopefully we'll have an answer for you.
We try.
Yeah.
I just can speak out of my experience, so that's all. Yeah, we had, as it comes to size, we recently had a challenge more or less to see how big of a swan we could do.
Oh, yeah.
That was, yeah.
Let me bring that swan over.
Let's
This
bring it
swan is
over, yeah.
huge.
So it was, that is definitely the biggest swan that I ever did, at least the standing one. So I wasn't even sure if I can do it that big, so yeah. There it comes.
Here it comes, waddling in. Let me sit it down. So there's
I'm gonna
the
knock
swan.
this one
It's
up.
8 inches high.
8, yeah. It's 8 inches. And most of it comes through the neck, of course.
How big was the diameter of the glass rod?
I think double that thickness. It was quite. Do I still have a piece of that? No. I thought I had still a bit of that black here, but I don't see it. It was quite fat, and it was a whole rod that I used of that.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't look like it, but
Yeah, it's a big
it
one.
was enormous. So I have the flower, by the way. Can you see that? The
Yeah,
colors already.
it looks great.
It's not orangey yet.
Yeah,
it's
right,
more
still
reddish.
hot.
Yeah, but it's gonna be lighter. Oh, look! Oh, look!
Let me come around
Oh,
and see
look!
now. Let me get a good angle.
There it's gonna be. Oh,
Cool.
yep. So there it is gonna sit.
Patrick says the swan is beautiful. Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.
Robert says nice. Thanks, Robert. Tommy says, hey guys. Hey, Tommy.
Hey, Tommy.
Thank you for watching us. We
Okay.
appreciate you guys tuning in. Gretchen says,
Absolutely.
so pretty.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And Steven says hi. Hey, Steven.
Hey. So there is the first flower is on, as you can see.
The
That's-
first flower's on.
The first flower is on, so it's just one for now. We will add a few more, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. We're making progress.
We're making progress, and then once we are done at the bottom, we're gonna start and see how the top will shape off.
Cool
So as I
beans.
said, but I think you might want to have a short look in the gallery before we continue with this beautiful piece.
I think so, and we'll come back to you
Yep.
to see how
Please
far you
do
come
so.
along.
Yeah.
But before we leave, guys, you know we have to show off our
Oh
earrings.
yeah.
So I'll start with Sandra. She's wearing our flamingo in flight earrings. I believe the size, the length of the flamingo is like 1.5 inch. Earring wire is made of surgical steel because we know a lot of people are allergic to metals. So we want to make sure everyone can get some wear and fun out of these. Gretchen says she loves the piece. She can't wait to see the final piece. Well, make sure you stay tuned, Gretchen, because we're going to go in the gallery right now to show you guys some of our other creations pertaining to nature. and then we'll come back and see how Sandra has come along. So Sandra's wearing the flamingo earrings in flight, and I'm wearing the flamingo earrings standing. Aren't they cool? I love these. I really, really love them.
And as I said before, they are really looking cute on you.
They look cute on me. They look cute on me. All right, we're going to go to the gallery.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
So let's see what Thomas has in store for us in the gallery. And there's Leo waiting to play with someone with his ball, but we can't play right now. Hey, Thomas.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm very well. Welcome to our virtual gallery tour. And since we have the topic nature, we will start with our trees. Sandra made the last couple of sessions. We have them standing here in the shelf. So let me show you this one. This is actually a copy of a very famous gigantic tree in South Carolina. I actually forgot the name of the area where you can find this one, but it's a quite famous tree, a couple 100 years old. Oops, now I got tangled here. Let me see. Okay, sorry about that. So that was also quite complex. You see the trunk is very organic and kind of resembles the original trunk, at least a little bit. And that was a quite complex piece.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a lot of work.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a lot of attachments, branches, leaves, and so on. So, and then the next tree I can show you is our owl tree. This one here. So Sandra made this a couple of weeks ago.
That was during one of our lives, our
Yes.
miniature glass.
Yes, exactly.
Live. Yeah.
So these are some of our miniature owls, which we are selling a standing one, and a one-of-a-kind little flying owl which hangs here on the hook, which actually we use also for our earrings.
Yep. And this is a one-of-a-kind piece, just as the tree before, and this can be found on our website in our one-of-a-kind section. I like how the miniature owls are posted on the branches there.
Yeah, and they look in all directions. In the background here, we have some of our dancing frogs. Very happy little creatures. They come always in different poses. You almost could call them also one of a kind, because they always have different poses, and they also come, of course, in different colors. This one is the green one, I call it medium green, so not too dark, not too light. But they also come like this one here in blue, in a different pose. We have them in red, we have them in orange, in gray, in all kinds of colors. So it's a very colorful.
Goes, there is still enough room that I can put the other one. It's not so easy to fit them both on there. Tricky one. Didn't expect that down there, but sometimes it is that way. Let's see if that fits better. I was thinking like this way. Yeah,
Yep, that
yeah, much better.
Good.
Yeah. That looks much better. Yeah, I wanted to stand out a bit, but I also still wanted to not stand out too much. It's like, So there is one, it's on. It's one. Now we have to get it in line. There. There is good. There is good.
For those of you who are just joining us, Sandra's making a one-of-a-kind piece
So there is one.
with flowers. It will be
The
hanging.
other one, it will be hanging. That will be hanging. So, now let's do the other one. So this needs to go that way. That way. It's an inviting leaf.
Yes. Come on in.
Come
and
on.
Saying, all right, Jason and Tyler and Silke. Jorge, Danielle, Neil, Twyla. Thank you guys for joining us.
Wow, we got a lot of people online. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. I hope you enjoy what I'm doing here.
I think so.
As it's really spontaneous and really going on as I go. There's the inviting leaf. Let's see if it fits on as I want it to. Ta-doo. Ta-doo. Still needs to be bent a bit more. Like the other one, still needs bend. Up. Yeah, that way. Yep. There it goes. There it goes. Now I need to hold it a bit different. That's always the difficulty, how to hold it with these. You have very little room.
Yeah, especially
To
with all the
maneuver.
attachments.
And you want to make sure the flame doesn't hit anything else when you go on there, but you still have to hit that perfect spot to put it on. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think it looks fine. There. Looks interesting.
It looks great.
It
Do you guys like it?
It looks interesting on there.
We'd love to hear your thoughts. I mean, of course, it's not finished,
It's not finished,
but
so
we want to hear
I'm
what
still,
your thoughts about what you like so far.
So I'm thinking that we need at least one of the, you know, when it's not it's not a blossom yet.
Mm-hmm. A bud.
Bud,
Mhm.
right? So then it that should be here, I think, because there is the most area left.
Okay.
I just want to make it in red, just red, plain red.
Guys, give us some thumbs up, some hearts, some comments. Let us know how you like what you're seeing so far.
Few leaves. See, I should have had one of these tips in there. That would be the ideal spot now.
Mm.
But there is none. That's what you always have when you do something spontaneous. So I'm gonna put it here probably, but I'm also gonna put a leaf on this side. And then we do the rest, you know. There were 3 more tips to fill.
Okay.
Just leaves, and then we go on the top. And we need to put a butterfly on.
And we
There.
have to put a butterfly
There.
there. Yeah. A butterfly hovering over the flowers.
Yeah. Well, probably I want to lean it to the side. You see more the colors, not just on
That
top.
would be cool.
So you should see it definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So a flower bud. Let's do a flower bud. Ooh, flower bud. I'm trying to not shoot myself. So I better take off what looks a bit weird. Okay, this doesn't need to be really big. Just a little bit of coloring. Maybe we should also put some orange. There is some orange. Then it's not just red. There you are. And then of course it needs to have some leaves on. So that's going to be the center for the leaves. And we can easily do also 4 leaves like we did with the flowers. Almost done. Almost done. It always takes a bit to really fix all these leaves. I think also with all these flower arrangements that you do, doing the flowers itself is one of the less time consuming pieces. But doing all these leaves, that really eats up your time. Okay, here we have it. Now let's see. Let's see where we can put it. I thought there. Yeah, that kind of works. Yeah. Yep, needs to go there. But I also need a leaf on the side. One more leaf. And it can be a bit bigger than the others. Okay, there. Okay, and then I want to put it here. Ooh! That was a hummingbird, but it didn't break. That would I would have heard that. Okay, Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's put it on. Let's put it on and see how it looks. There. Ooh, we need another, I see, we need another leaf. There is some room, and I don't like it.
Hi, Christina. Christina says beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Christina, I know you're working with glass also. Did you know that we're offering our soft glass colored rods? Shoot us an email if you're interested in trying some of our glass rods. Our email address is wgkglass
That's good.
at AOL.
Yeah, like it
Looks
now.
great. Looks good.
Yeah, I like it now. So we have 3 more tips to fill with leaves. What I'm doing right now then is I just spontaneously create some leaves and then we check where it fits the best. That's the easiest.
Okay. Well, while you're still working on that, we're going to go back to the gallery.
Do so.
Let's see what Thomas has in store for us. Thank you guys for joining us again here on Sunday. As you see, Sandra's making a one-of-a-kind piece. It's going to be a hanging flower arrangement with a butterfly surrounding flowers. But let's see what Thomas is up to here in the gallery.
Hey, welcome to our second round. The hanging creatures. The hanging nature. So, here we have our nautical hanging creatures. When I showed you our standing fish, I mentioned already that they come hanging. They're a little smaller than the standing ones, but nevertheless we have as many different styles and colors as we have the standing fish. So here we have one with gray, little purple, little orange frit, googly eyes. Here it's a similar shape, but you see the difference. They're always a little different. It's a similar shape, but the fins are different, and of course the body is a little different, and of course also the colors. Then here in the background we have one with cobalt and clear body with some frit melted on, and the body has a rim out of dark purple glass or violet. Then we have our mermaids. Here we have a purple mermaid. Here we have one with light purple and aquamarine. Here we have one in a different pose with the light purple. No, actually it's a darker purple and aquamarine, but they also come in various poses and also various color combinations. Here I just see another shape of a fish, a hanging fish in light green. Then we have seahorses in a lot of different color combinations. Here, that's a quite nice one also. Here's a different color combination. Here more fish. That's again a different style with cobalt blue. different seahorse. Of course, in the sunlight, they look much more interesting than in the shade. So from our nautical creatures, let's go to our insects. Here we have dragonflies in different colors. Here in red, with red wings, here cobalt wings, here green wings. And the dragonflies we do with dichroic bodies. So let me show you maybe the red one here, because we want them to look like in real life, and the real dragonflies are, the body is very iridescent. So here you can see that's a rainbow dichroic in the body. It has all the colors from blue to red and everything in between. And the wings are in red. But as I said, we have them in a lot of different color combinations. Also the dichroic varies a lot. This was the rainbow dichroic, but we also use other dichroic colors. Let me see, what is this one here? This is a mix of the blue-green with gold. You see the body changes the color from green to blue, depending on the angle the light gets to it, and then mixed with some gold dichroic and with the green wings. Then next we have our butterflies. We have the butterflies in different variations. We have them also in dichroic. This one here, that's also the blue-green dichroic mixed with some orange. And let me see, what is this here? This is gold dichroic with orange and red. And I just saw we have a nice one with the blue-green also. I will show you this one too, after I got that on the hook. So here we have a nice one with the blue-green dichroic and blue. And we're lucky today with the sunlight. Mm-hmm. So it really sparkles nicely.
Can you guys see the dichroic very well?
We also do them with the transparent dichroic. These were all opaque on black, but then they also come with the transparent. If you look like this, you hardly see the dichroic, you just see the orange and the yellow. But here now you see the gold dichroic.
And where would you suggest the customers hang?
Yeah, usually I always say the best is a window, a sunny window, wherever the sunlight gets to it, because glass really lives with the light, and sunlight is the best illumination for the glass because it has the entire color spectrum that makes the glass look really sparkly and the colors really pop. So after the dichroic butterflies, we have also the regular glass butterflies, like this one here. We usually use 4 colors, so this is cobalt, orange, yellow, and green. But they come also in a lot of different color combinations. I'll show you some more later on because the other ones are hanging with our hummingbirds. So I will show you later on some more. So now from the insects, we go to the exotic birds. Maybe let's start with a toucan here. with a multicolored beak. Then we have an African gray here. Here is a big macaw. And they also come in a lot of different color combinations, the macaws here. This one has a cobalt blue body with red and yellow wings. Here I have another one with a cobalt blue body and two different greens, and more teal with a green. But as I said, they come in a lot of other color combinations. Here I have one, see, with a red body, cobalt blue and yellow wings. Then we have smaller parrots. We have our, we call them fancy parrots. This is one with aqua body, aqua wings, aqua yellow, opaque yellow, yellow transparent. Here I have one with the transparent yellow body, aqua and red wings. But they come in really almost endless color combinations. Far up here, I hope you can see it, we have a different type of parrot, also available in a lot of different color combinations. And then a typical Sandra piece, because she likes to make these compositions. And you actually can hang like a radiometer on the bottom or another little bird. So here are two parrots sitting on that green spiral. Then we have cockatiels. Here we have a cockatiel. That's a gray transparent body with beige and yellow wings. Here we have one in aqua with gray, blue and yellow. And we do them also in a lot of color combinations, though actually the beiges and the browns and the yellows are the most realistic colors for the cockatiels. And then we do cockatoos. Here we have a pink cockatoo. And here's a white one. The pink cockatoos are usually in Australia, and the white cockatoos.
Yeah, I think that's the sulfur crested.
Yes,
the ones in
sulfur
white.
crested, exactly.
And the pinks are gallants, I believe, something like that.
You got me. See, here you see another fancy parrot with a different color combination. So we have really many different color combinations available. Then we have the domestic birds.
Peacocks.
Of course.
We forgot our peacocks.
Oh, I forgot. Yes, the fancy peacocks. I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
So here we have the peacocks, and I'll take this one down too, because it has the nice dichroic glass in it. So here in the body, it has a golden dichroic. And here the tail has the dichroic eyes in it. That's the blue-green dichroic. There's a little purple. But it comes in a lot of other color combinations too, of course. Let me show you this one with the rainbow dichroic, aqua and purple. So the body has the rainbow dichroic.
I think this is one of my favorite color combinations, the
And
aqua with the purple.
Yeah, I like that too.
I like the contrast.
And also the dichroic eyes in purple here in the tail. But they also come in really a lot of different color combinations. Here I have one with the blue-green dichroic and different greens. Here's another one in green and purple. So they come really in many different color combinations. So now let's go to the domestic birds. Here we have a puffin, for example. The ones we had standing in the shelf comes also flying. And of course the flamingos also We had them standing in the shelf, but it also comes flying, as well as the herons. Here we have the blue heron flying, and somewhere is the gray heron hiding. Yes, here's the gray heron flying.
I think we also had the Japanese crane in the shelf.
And then we have the Japanese crane here, which we had standing in the shelf. Here it is flying. And the difference between the heron and the crane when they are flying, the cranes always stretch their neck when they fly, and the herons, they bend it when they fly.
Do the pelicans do that as well? Or is their neck stretched out?
The pelicans, it's not really stretched out, but sometimes they curve it a little bit, not as much as the herons, because their necks are also not that
As long.
Mm-hmm. And actually here, this one, that's how they look when they fly. You don't see the legs, but we also make them with the legs stretched out. I personally like that a lot because I think it adds to the shape and to the proportions a little bit. But in real, when they fly, you don't see the legs. But that's the artistic freedom. So we
change nature as we see fit.
So then we have eagles. Actually, the eagles come in 3 different poses and 2 different colors. This one is the black eagle in the attacking pose here. But it comes also in a searching pose. That's the searching pose in brown. And of course, they are successful sometimes also.
It's right there in front of you.
Here's
also.
The black one with
the snake.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And here is the brown one, and it just got a fish. We also have another bird in the attacking pose, the owl here. Here's another one. And actually, I forgot with the eagle, since we are very close to Philadelphia, of course, we have also the Philly eagle in the eagle's color with the football, which just caught the football. So he scored almost. Then the owls come after having here the attacking ones. They come in a regular flying pose. That's the large brown one. But it also comes in gray with googly eyes, different from the brown one. And they also come in small. So here I have the small one with the googly eyes. Here I have a small brown one, we call that cappuccino, with a little bit of white and beige inside. A different style of wings. And then the same wing style also comes in brown, but not with the googly eyes. That's this one, that's our small owl. Then we have the little chickadees. They come in a lot of different colors. Here is like an aqua, that's a light green one, that's a purple one, but we do them in like 20 different colors. So that's a nice additional decoration, these little chubby chickadees. And of course we have cardinals. That's our small cardinal. That's the large cardinal. Then we have the blue jay. That's the large blue jay. And here's the small blue jay. Here we have a magpie. And actually I forgot to show you the bees with the insects. So here's a bee which got lost in between all the birds. And the bees we also have in 3 different shapes and color combinations. like mainly like this one is half black, half yellow, but they come mainly yellow with a little bit of black, and the other way around, mainly black with a little bit of yellow. Okay, and now let's go to our hummingbirds. So here we have our hummingbirds. That's our smallest hummingbird. This one comes in 3 poses, and of course in a lot of different color combinations, as you can see. So that's the one flying straight.
That's Hummingbird Tina on our website.
Yes, Kim knows the names. I'm not so good with the names.
I named them.
Here you see Tina with a different color combination. Here it's again a different color combination. Here are some other color combinations. So as you can see, really a lot of different color combinations. Then the next pose here,
Nina.
Looking down. Also many color combinations available. Here. And then the third pose.
That's Simone.
Simone, exactly. That's Simone. Though this one here, that's actually our fanciest little hummingbird. And let me take that down. We call it double dichroic. So it has the dichroic glass in the body. That's the blue-green one. And then even the dichroic in the tail. So purple here.
Now you guys see why Thomas suggested to hang these in a sunny window.
Yes, because really the sunlight is very, very important. And all these hummingbirds come with regular dichroic in the body, like this one. Then we call it just dichroic. Oops. Or as double dichroic with dichroic in the body and in the tail. So our next hummingbird is this little guy here. Do we have a name?
I don't remember actually.
Oh, I'm impressed. You don't remember, Kim.
I don't
So
recall.
this one comes also in a lot of different color combinations. It's always 2. The body has a color, the wings are in a different color. The next size up is this one, and that actually was, I think, our first shape of hummingbirds. We did wow.
It's been in the family for a long time.
Almost 15 years ago, or 13 years ago. And they also come in various color combinations. That's aqua with cobalt. Here we have light water blue with purple. I don't know if we have more, but we have them in really
There's
also almost
red and
endless color combinations. Yes, red with green. So they come in a lot of color combinations. Then we have this little one, this little guy with the long tail. That also comes in a lot of different color combinations. Here's another one. Then we have our fancy ones. We have a name for this one.
Peggy.
Peggy. Peggy always has an opaque white body with frit on it, and the frit always has the color of the tail and of the wings. So here Peggy has the green wings and the purple tail. So the frit molten onto the body is also in green and purple. Here we have it in aqua and purple. Here we have it in aqua and green. But we do them also in red tones and in many different color combinations, as all of our hummingbirds. Here we have our bee eaters. They are called bee eaters because they do not collect nectar. They eat the bees right away. But I like them a lot with the kind of mask, black mask around their eyes and the black rims. on their wings. So that's a quite nice color combination. So then the next hummingbird is our aventurine bird. And before I had been talking about aventurine, which is the glass oversaturated with copper. And let me take that down, because with the little roosters, sometimes we put that in the tail. And here you can see, it's also quite sparkly in the sunlight. I hope you can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, they also come in a lot of different color combinations. I just see this one right now, but they come in blues and greens and purples, in all the different colors we are offering. But I think we had a customer yesterday who bought 3 or even 4 of them. That's why I only have one left here. Then we have our hummingbirds feeding from a flower. We have actually 2 different styles. We have the open flower here. You can see that, and the hummingbirds always vary in their color combinations. And we have the closed flower here. And that they also come in quite a lot of color combinations. Let me bring that over to you. Here I have one with purple and green. And also the hummingbirds have different poses. You see that's much straighter than this one. So they also come in a lot of different color combinations. And then, least not last, we have our doctor birds. That's our fanciest hummingbird. The doctor birds are hummingbirds from the Caribbean, mainly Jamaica, which is actually also Jamaica's national bird. And let me take one down. They have also dichroic in their bodies and in their tails. This one here has the dichroic, the rainbow dichroic in the body, gold dichroic in the tail. So very sparkly, as they are in nature also. They're really very, very colorful and sparkly. And they come in different color combinations as well. Also different dichroic bodies. But I think that's all.
Those are rainbow. I think there's a purple with purple dichroic.
Ah yeah, there's a purple with purple dichroic, so I can show you the purple dichroic in the body, and actually I think also in the tail. Or is that, yeah, that's also in the tail. So that has the purple dichroic in the tail and in the body. Okay, so that was our gallery walk for today with the topic nature, which is kind of easy for us because most of our creatures are nature related. And let's go back to Sandra and see how she progressed with her flower task.
Great. Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you next week again.
Thanks.
And enjoy Sandra's demonstration.
Thanks. Okay, let's head back into the studio to see how far along Sandra has come. I'm excited. I'm super excited about this piece because she didn't have a plan, really. She knew that she wanted to make a certain item, so to speak. Like she wanted to do an arrangement with flowers and maybe bees and hummingbirds or butterflies. So she was doing it as she thought about it, working and thinking at the same time, which is normal. However, if it's a piece that she hasn't made before, she doesn't even have a clue in mind of how it's going to turn out. So let's see how she's come along.
So yeah, should I tell you how we really decided what we want to do? I went to Kim earlier and I said, and then she said hanging. So I said, okay, I know the colors. What should be on there? should we put a hummingbird? And she said, nah, we always did a hummingbird. So I said, butterfly and bee. That's it.
That's it. Butterfly.
So we decided, okay, I have a surprise for you. I changed it quite a bit.
Oh my, look at it. It looks like a swing
So
almost.
I finished the leaves that we were working on earlier, but I also made a band up here. I made a hook on, and it's a bit
Cool.
dirty from heating it up again, that's all. And I added a few leaves, and I think it really looks interesting already.
I think so too.
So we still have the place here for the butterfly, and we still have a place up here for a bee.
Nice.
So this is what I fixed so far, and then I left it because, you know,
Yeah, it's a cool
you want to
band.
see something
We wanna
as
see.
well.
Yeah, definitely.
So we are going to do a butterfly, and I decided actually on these 4 colors for the
that's gonna be
butterfly,
pretty.
because I think if that sits here, I think that's going to be such a nice
I think so too.
piece. Okay, so we need a red first. So that's what I did earlier, just holding colors back here. You know how I said here?
I know.
No.
Nope, that doesn't
No.
go. That doesn't go. I think it's gonna look great.
So that's what I did. Oops. Now the red is
The red
gone.
is doing what it wants to do.
Oops.
You want me to grab it for you?
Yes, if you don't grab on the preheater.
Right. Oh, trust me. You know, I beware of heat.
That glass is a bit too high for that setup. I always had it with the other one, and there it fit well, but well, I'm gonna change to a smaller glass soon.
Okay.
Anyway,
So that butterfly is gonna be quite colorful.
Butterfly, yeah, 4 color definitely, as we do most of the time. But I first I thought about just doing 2 colors, and I thought, nah, I might as well do it right.
Mm-hmm. And the butterfly that Sandra is making to attach to the flower arrangement, we also make them as single ornaments,
Exactly.
like just to
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can find them on our website in the insect section. And if there isn't a color combination that you like, please feel free to request colors.
Right. So what I'm doing right now is I try to form the forefront of the main body of the butterfly, you could say.
Mm-hmm.
This is the back part that I'm having. I'm adding a little bit of black for sort of a head. That
Okay.
way. The antenna I'm doing later, because that's usually something that you would easily melt away again while you do the wings. So I need a bit of green, because of course we need to attach it later on. So it needs a bit of a green on the body for attaching it later on. And then we need to see if that green is long enough, or if we need more. We will find out soon. But first, for now, it's enough. It's just a little tip. That should work fine. That glue is not staying on there.
So what is your favorite item or creation to make that's nature related?
That's actually something that I get asked a lot. and I can't really say for sure because it really depends on the day, for me at least. Sometimes I like smaller pieces and sometimes I like bigger pieces. Sometimes I have a good hand on doing a certain kind of piece and it just works. So of course then I like this piece.
Because it doesn't give you any problems.
Yeah. But sometimes it's also, I don't know, sometimes I just don't feel like a certain kind of piece and then I feel like another kind of piece, and that varies really by the day. It's strange. I suppose I like the hummingbird's nest best, but yeah, I can't really focus on one single piece. I'm not sure if that's normal for artists. I would have to ask John to find out if he feels the same way. But I suppose so.
I think my favorite creation still, I have two, so I can't say one,
Two?
Are the owls and the small sea dragons. Very simple.
Yeah.
Very simple, but I really like those two a lot.
Yeah, I like them too. I definitely also like the owls. Absolutely. But the sea dragons would not be nature related.
No,
right?
they're not. No.
I just thought about that. So this is still gonna be the first ring that I'm doing. It's the fourth color now. And of course that fourth color is always the one that stands out the most. So I'm thinking that blue might be a nice contrast to the flowers that we have. So I've chosen blue for the largest amount on there. And then we have to fix the other wing. So I'm heating up the body again. Quite careful so I don't make it move. I just want it hot. Okay, so now the black needs to go on again because we need it for the antenna. So you always have to, when you work with that kind of gloss, you always have to be with your mind 2 steps ahead. So you're always thinking what needs to go on the preheater first.
Right, what's next?
And what's next.
Yeah.
So now we need a dark black and a dark blue again. I think it's a bit smaller than what we do.
The butterfly?
The
It looks
butterfly,
the same
yeah.
size to me.
You think so? I have a feeling it's a bit smaller. But for that piece, it really doesn't. It doesn't really matter for that piece. Now I need to take care that I don't make a hook. because that's the moment when you do a hook.
Right, that's the routine.
Don't make a hook. But we need to make some antennas on it. Okay, now let's see. There is the butterfly. Now I need to grab that piece. And it's supposed to be wait. I'm thinking of putting it that way. But it looks fine the other way too. It looks fine both ways.
Let me see the other way.
Huh?
Yeah, I saw that way. Now what's the other way that you were thinking?
The other way. Whoop! The other way would be this way.
Okay.
Maybe even this way.
Yeah, I like that way.
Yeah. Me too. Me too. I like that more as well. So you're gonna put it on this way.
If you guys are just joining us, you are reaching the end of our live. Sandra started out making a one-of-a-kind flower arrangement. She just finished making the butterfly to be attached to the flower arrangement. And this piece is going to be hanging.
It looks interesting.
It looks great. It looks very, very pretty.
So we still have to make a bee up here. And then we are done. Ooh.
And you guys can always go back once the video has posted to our Facebook page. You guys can always go back and watch it from the beginning so you can see the creation of this piece from beginning to end.
Yeah, then you can still see how unsure we were. What's that gonna be? Okay, does that work out at all?
And you'll get to see our other creations in our gallery.
Of course.
And you can always go to our website, wgkglass.com. You can find us on Amazon in the handmade section. You can also find us on Etsy. That's ETSY. We have a page there as well.
Okay, let's see. A bee.
A bee.
A little bee. It doesn't need to be big, but it needs to be nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I need some green as well because I want to attach it. Always remember everything.
Lacey says incredible. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't think we've had that word in our compliments yet. Incredible.
No, incredible we didn't have.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. We had quite a lot of compliments, but not incredible. Okay, it's just a little stripe that I'm putting on, and then you twist it, and then it gives the bee some nice stripes. Easiest pieces, I would say, that we do.
Mm.
But I also still love bees, sometimes at least.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to do them the whole day, then it's like, whoa.
Easy.
Easy, yes, but the number that you have to do then.
How many? Well, yeah.
Just too many.
Too many. Yeah.
Too many.
Looking at this yellow, we've never made a sun before.
A sun? No. We haven't done
We
a
should
sun.
make a sun.
A sun. Yeah, why not? But then you have to do a moon as well.
If you wanna.
And a man on the moon.
The man on the moon.
Mm-hmm. Not sure if I could do a man on the moon.
But maybe that might be a collab for you and John.
Yeah, maybe it is. You should remember that when John is here again.
I'm gonna write it on the board.
You write it on the board?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just keep that aside for
Okay. That's the back of the bee, by the way. So it has the stripes on. It looks orange right now because it's glowing. It's all gonna be fine. It's all gonna be yellow in the end.
It's gonna be bright.
Bright yellow, yeah. That's the I think the beautiful thing about the orangey, yellowish colors. I think the reds always glow black, then orange goes to red, and yellow goes to orange.
Wow. And those are 3 of my favorite colors. I love
Yeah.
all of those colors.
Yeah.
Hey Rob, how are you today? And Lynn. Hope everyone is well.
So that's the face of the bee that I'm working on right now. Now I need to get wings. So I'm putting on some wings. There is the
Don't do
moment
the hook.
for the hook again. And I think I'm gonna hook it up on one of the wings to put it on the flowers.
Okay.
Because otherwise we would have to wait until they are cold. The bee is cold. Otherwise you can't touch it. So I'm thinking of hooking it on for now, and then you
I
can
think that'll look
pop
nice
it on
the
there.
flower.
I'm sure it will nice. It will be nice on the flower. I thought that small piece up there might kind of give it a little more of a detail thing. Okay, let's see something to hook it up. That is good. That's good. I'm always trying to find a close color for hooking something up like
Just
that.
in case the little piece is still attached on.
Right, just in case you knock it off and still a little bit of it on there, a little bit of color, and you don't want it to stand out.
Hi Michael, how are you? Thank you
So,
for joining us.
there
You've
it
reached
goes.
almost the end of our video where Sandra is completing the flower arrangement as she started. But once the video is posted, you can always go back and watch it from beginning to the end. You'll also get to walk through our gallery with us to see our creations pertaining to nature.
So, and there it is.
And
It's
there
on.
it is.
So it's sitting on there.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I think so.
It is beautiful.
So
I
it is.
cannot wait to get
It-
this
it's-
online and
it's
show this to
hanging.
you guys.
So it's a hanging piece. Let's see.
Wow.
There it is.
Wow.
And I've already put a hummingbird here. You can also still
Oh,
put
that's right. You
something
can hang
on.
something from there.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be a hummingbird, but I had hummingbirds here, so
Who doesn't
There
want
you
this
can-
piece?
you can also do a radiometer or whatever, a decoration ornament, another flower, whatever comes to mind,
Yeah.
and fits on there quite nicely.
I love it. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us today on our Facebook Live,
It's
Glass Blowing
done.
Demo and Gallery Walk. We appreciate you guys watching. And we'll see you on Thursday if you tune in to Catch the Glass with Kim, or we'll see you next Sunday again.
See you soon.
Take care.